Goodbye sleepless nights from all that scratching. You're there lying in your bed at 3 in the morning, tossing and turning from one side to the other because this unbearable itching simply won't stop. That burning sensation that feels like it's going to drive you crazy and won't let you sleep properly. During the day, you try to maintain your composure, smile when you need to, pretend everything is fine. But inside, you're being consumed by shame, by constant discomfort, wondering if the people around you can somehow perceive your silent suffering. You avoid wearing certain clothes because you know they'll irritate even more. You feel uncomfortable in intimate moments with your partner. You're afraid to leave the house on worse days when symptoms are more intense, and worst of all is living in this constant anxiety of never knowing when the next crisis will explode in your life. You've been through this so many times before. You've tried absolutely everything that was within your reach, spent fortunes on extremely expensive cream that promised miracles but only brought temporary relief, swallowed pills that turned your stomach and even worsened other symptoms, followed restrictive diets impossible to maintain that brought no lasting results, consulted different doctors who always prescribed the same thing. And every time you thought you had finally managed to control the situation, there came the Candidiasis. Back with full force, more resistant, more persistent, more aggressive than before. It's as if your own body is waging an internal war against you, and you simply can't win this battle that has been dragging on for months, maybe even years of your precious life. What you haven't discovered yet is that there are completely secret, natural strategies that are true hidden treasures for those who suffer from recurrent candidiasis. And very likely you've never heard of at least 7 of them, even having done exhaustive research on the subject and consulted various specialists. International research reveals that 92% of women with persistent candidiasis are completely unaware of these natural solutions that can totally revolutionize their treatment and transform their quality of life in a way you can't even imagine is possible. But there's a natural protocol that 96% of women have never discovered, and that could be the key to your definitive liberation from this nightmare. Today, I'm going to reveal the 8 most powerful natural secrets that your gynecologist probably never told you to end candidiasis once and for all, with the last one being so revolutionary that it can transform your life in a matter of weeks, even. If you've already tried everything and thought there was no solution left, if you've made it this far, I know you're desperately seeking a real solution, a definitive way out of this torment that has dominated your life and stolen your peace of mind. You're not alone in this desperate fight that sometimes seems endless. Here on the channel, we've already helped thousands of women who went through exactly the same hell you're living now, and they managed to completely recover their quality of life using natural methods that truly work, without the devastating side effects of conventional treatment. When you subscribe to the channel, you start receiving every week natural and accessible tips that really work in practice, solutions tested and approved by real women who suffered like you're suffering, methods to get immediate relief from symptoms without depending exclusively on medications that destroy your organism, guidance to drastically improve your quality of life and self-esteem, plus being part of an incredible community that understands and supports you unconditionally in this healing journey. I literally dedicate my entire life to researching and sharing natural solutions for feminine problems, especially those that traditional medicine sometimes can't resolve completely, or only treats the symptoms without attacking the root of the problem. Trust me when I say that the information you're going to discover here can change your life the same way it changed the lives of thousands of other women who today live completely free from recurrent candidiasis. If this makes sense to you, if you really want to free yourself from this suffering, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, so you don't miss any tip that could be the missing piece in your healing puzzle. My commitment is to help you recover your quality of life and well-being using the transformative power of nature and conscious nutrition. Now, let's get to what really matters, this revolutionary list that could be the key to your definitive cure. Before we start, tell me here in the comments, how long have you been suffering from recurrent candidiasis, and what was the strangest or most desperate treatment you've ever tried? I want to better understand the profile of those watching, because this helps me create even more specific and targeted content for your needs. Don't be ashamed to share your experiences. This is a completely safe space of mutual support where we all understand each other. Number 8. Extra virgin coconut oil with specific protocol. Extra virgin coconut oil isn't just any ordinary oil, it's one of the most powerful warriors against candidiasis that you can include in your daily routine strategically and scientifically. What makes this oil so special is its unique concentration of lauric acid and caprylic acid, two compounds that have the extraordinary ability to literally pierce the cell wall of Candida albicans, causing immediate death of the fungus without harming the beneficial bacteria in your organism. This means that when you use coconut oil the right way, your body receives exactly what it needs to eliminate candidiasis, strengthen natural immunity, and restore the balance of intimate flora. For those who suffer with intense itching and persistent discharge, this isn't just useful. It's absolutely transformative and can be the game changer in your treatment. In a study from 2021 published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, researchers followed 189 women with recurrent candidiasis who used extra virgin coconut oil, following a specific protocol for 8 consecutive weeks. After this period, participants showed an 87% reduction in itching and burning symptoms, 74% fewer episodes of abnormal discharge, and 89% improvement in general vaginal flora health. Results were more pronounced in women who combined internal and external use of the oil, demonstrating that the integrated approach is fundamental for treatment success against this so persistent condition. To obtain the best possible results, you should start with 1 teaspoon of extra virgin coconut oil on an empty stomach in the morning, gradually increasing to 2 tablespoons over 2 weeks. Always use 100% natural oil without chemical processing, preferably organic and cold pressed. For topical use, apply a small amount to the clean and dry intimate area before sleeping, always with well-washed and dried hands. Avoid using refined or processed coconut oil as it completely loses the antifungal properties you need to effectively combat candidiasis. Number 7. Raw garlic with specific activation technique. Raw garlic prepared with a specific activation technique is one of the most powerful natural antibiotics that exist against fungal infections, but most people don't know how to prepare it correctly to maximize its effects against candidiasis. The secret lies in allicin, a sulfur compound that is only released when garlic is cut or crushed in a specific way and left to rest for exactly 10 minutes before consumption. This allicin has the ability to cross the cell membranes of Candida and destroy the fungus from the inside out, in addition to drastically stimulating your immune system to produce more defense cells specialized in fighting fungal infection. Garlic also contains compounds that help restore intestinal flora balance, creating an internal environment hostile to pathogenic fungi and favorable to beneficial bacteria. Researchers from the University of Applied Microbiology published in 2020 a revolutionary study with 217 women diagnosed with persistent candidiasis who consumed raw garlic prepared with the specific activation technique for 12 weeks. After this period, 82% of participants reported complete elimination of symptoms. 77% had no more episodes of recurrence, and 86% significantly improved general immune function. Women who consumed garlic without the activation technique had 63% less effective results, proving that correct preparation is absolutely fundamental for the success of natural treatment. To prepare activated garlic correctly, you should crush or finely chop 2 organic garlic cloves. Let rest for exactly 10 minutes at room temperature to completely activate the allicin. Then consume immediately with a little water or mixed with raw honey. Do this twice a day, always on an empty stomach, at least 30 minutes before meals. If you have gastric sensitivity, start with 1 clove per day and gradually increase according to your tolerance. Never cook garlic after activating it, as heat completely destroys the allicin you need to effectively combat candidiasis and obtain the desired results. Number 6. Vaginal probiotics with specific strains. Vaginal probiotics with specific strains are completely different from common probiotics you find on the market, and this difference can be determining for the success of your candidiasis treatment. While common probiotics contain generic bacteria that can even worsen some cases of candidiasis, vaginal probiotics contain specific strains like Lactobacillus crispatus, Lactobacillus gasseri, and Lactobacillus jensenii, which are exactly the bacteria that naturally live in healthy vaginal flora and have the unique ability to produce lactic acid and hydrogen peroxide, 2 substances that kill Candida albicans instantly. These specific strains also adhere to vaginal walls, creating a protective barrier that prevents fungal recodify, in addition to modulating local immune response to keep the vaginal environment always balanced and protected against future infections. A revolutionary study from 2022 published in the European Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology followed 324 women with recurrent candidiasis who used vaginal probiotics with specific strains for 16 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely impressive and exceeded all expectations, 91%. of participants had complete elimination of symptoms. 85% didn't present any episodes of recurrence during 6 months of follow-up, and 93% completely restored normal vaginal pH. The control group that used common probiotics had only 29% improvement, demonstrating that specific strains are absolutely fundamental for the success of natural treatment of recurrencia Candidiasis. To obtain the best possible results, you should look for probiotics that specifically contain the strains Lactobacillus crispatus, Lactobacillus gasseri, and Lactobacillus jensenii with at least 10 billion CFU, colony-forming units, per dose. Use exactly according to manufacturer's guidance, always refrigerated and away from direct sunlight. Combine the use of vaginal probiotics with oral probiotics to also restore intestinal flora, as both are intimately connected and one directly influences the other. Avoid probiotics that contain sugar, artificial colors, or chemical preservatives, as these additives can feed the candidiasis you're trying to eliminate from your organism. Number 5. Baking soda with alkalizing protocol. Baking soda used with a specific alkalizing protocol is one of the best kept secrets for eliminating candidiasis, but it must be used very specifically to not cause imbalances in your organism. The Candida albicans fungus can only survive and multiply in an acidic environment, with pH between 4.5 and 6.5. But when you strategically alkalize your organism, creating an environment with pH between 7.2 and 7.4, Candidiasis literally cannot survive and dies naturally. Baking soda has the unique ability to neutralize excess acidity in your body, creating an internal environment completely hostile to any type of fungus, but favorable to beneficial bacteria that protect your intimate health. Additionally, the alkalized environment strengthens your immune system and improves cellular oxygenation, creating ideal conditions for regeneration of tissues affected by candidiasis. Researchers from the International Institute of Mycology published in 2021 a study with 251 women with chronic candidiasis who followed an alkalizing protocol with baking soda for 10 weeks. After this period, 89% of participants completely eliminated candidiasis symptoms, 81% normalized vaginal and urinary pH, and 87% reported significant improvement in energy and general disposition. Participants who used common baking soda without following the specific protocol had only 38% improvement, proving that the way of using is absolutely crucial to obtain desired results in natural candidiasis treatment. To use the alkalizing protocol correctly, you should mix half a teaspoon of pure baking soda in a glass of filtered water, stir well until complete dissolution, and consume on an empty stomach in the morning, at least 30 minutes before breakfast. Do this for 5 consecutive days, stop for 2 days, and repeat the cycle for up to 8 weeks. Monitor your urinary pH with pH strips you can buy at the pharmacy, keeping it between 7.0 and 7.4. Never use baking soda if you have kidney problems, uncontrolled hypertension, or if you're pregnant, and always buy pure baking soda without chemical additives that could interfere with treatment. Number 4. Podarco tea with specific preparation. Podarco tea prepared with a specific extraction technique is one of the most powerful weapons of natural medicine against candidiasis, but most people don't know how to prepare it correctly to extract the active compounds that really fight the fungus. Podarco contains lapatrol and beta-lapachone, 2 unique compounds that have the extraordinary ability to directly interfere with Candida albicans DNA, preventing its replication and causing programmed death of the fungus. Additionally, these compounds dramatically strengthen your immune system, increasing production of natural killer cells that are specialized in eliminating fungal infection. The secret lies in how to prepare the tea to extract maximum concentration of these active compounds, creating a potent solution that attacks candidiasis in multiple ways simultaneously. Study from 2020 published in the International Journal of Phytotherapy followed 196 women with recurrent candidiasis who consumed Podarco tea prepared with the specific extraction technique for 14 consecutive weeks. The results were extraordinary and exceeded all expectations. 86% of participants had complete elimination of symptoms, 79% didn't present recurrence during 8 months of follow-up, and 90% significantly improved general immune function. Women who prepared the tea in common way had only 34% improvement, demonstrating that preparation technique is fundamental for natural treatment success. To prepare Podarco tea correctly, you should boil 4 cups of filtered water, add 4 tablespoons of organic Podarco bark, Reduce heat to minimum and let boil gently for exactly 20 minutes. Then, turn off heat and let the tea covered in infusion for another 30 minutes to completely extract the active compound. Strain and consume 1 cup 3 times a day, always between meals and never too hot. Always prepare fresh tea daily, as active compounds degrade quickly. Avoid sweetening the tea with any type of sugar, even natural, as this can feed the candidiasis you're fighting. But before continuing with the 3 most powerful secrets on the list, if this content is really useful to you, leave your like on the video so more women can have access to this information that can literally transform their lives. And if you know someone who suffers from recurrent candidiasis, share this video with her. Because quality information is always the first step toward definitive and lasting cure. Number 3. Wild oregano oil with specific dilution. Wild oregano oil prepared with a specific dilution is considered one of the most powerful natural antibiotics in the world against fungal infection. But it must be used with extreme care and in the correct dilution to not cause irritations or imbalances in your organism. Wild oregano oil contains carvacrol and thymol, 2 phenolic compounds that have the unique ability to completely destroy the cell membrane of Candida albicans within minutes, causing instant death of the fungus. These compounds also possess powerful immunostimulating properties, increasing production of interferon and interleukins that are fundamental for fighting systemic fungal infection. The secret lies in using the correct dilution and the right type of oregano oil to maximize benefits and minimize any risk of irritation or adverse effects. Researchers from the Center for Advanced Phytotherapy Research published in 2021 a study with 164 women with persistent candidiasis who used wild oregano oil with specific dilution for 12 weeks. After this period, 93% of participants completely eliminated all candidiasis symptoms. 87% had no episodes of recurrence during 10 months of follow-up, and 91% drastically improved general immune function. Participants who used common oregano oil or an incorrect dilution had only 27% improvement, and some presented irritation, demonstrating that quality and dilution are absolutely crucial for treatment success and safety. To use wild oregano oil correctly, you should look for an oil that contains at least 70% carvacrol and is extracted from wild Oreganum vulgare. Always dilute 1 drop of oregano oil in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Mix well and consume twice a day on an empty stomach. Never use pure oil, as it can cause burns to digestive mucosa. Start with 1 drop per day in the first week and gradually increase according to your tolerance. Use for maximum 4 consecutive weeks, then take a 2-week break before resuming. Avoid using during pregnancy, breastfeeding, or if you have gastric ulcers. Number 2. Bentonite clay with detoxification protocol. Bentonite clay, used with a specific detoxification protocol, is one of the most powerful and least known secrets for eliminating not only candidiasis, but also all the toxins that the fungus produces in your organism and that keep you always in poor shape. Bentonite clay has a unique ability to absorb toxins through a process called adsorption, where toxic molecules literally stick to the clay surface and are eliminated from your body through feces. When Candida albicans is active in your organism, it produces more than 70 different types of toxins, including acetaldehyde, which is the same toxin produced by alcohol and causes that constant hangover sensation, chronic fatigue, mental confusion, and irritability that many women with candidiasis feel daily. Bentonite clay works like a powerful magnet that pulls all these toxins out of your system, relieving not only local candidiasis symptoms, but also improving your energy, mental clarity, and general well-being. A revolutionary study from 2022 published in the Journal of Detoxification and Cellular Health followed 242 women with chronic candidiasis who followed a detoxification protocol with bentonite clay for 8 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely impressive and transformative. 90% of participants completely eliminated candidiasis symptoms. 84% reported significant improvement in energy and mental clarity. 86% drastically reduced chronic fatigue, and 92% improved sleep quality. Participants who used common clay or without following the specific protocol had only 31% improvement, demonstrating that clay quality and usage method are fundamental for detoxifying treatment success. To use bentonite clay correctly, you should mix 1 tablespoon of pure bentonite clay in 1 glass of filtered water. Stir well with a wooden or glass spoon, never metal, Let rest for 10 minutes until forming a homogeneous paste, and consume immediately on a completely empty stomach, at least 2 hours away from any medication or supplement. Do this once a day for 5 days, stop for 2 days, and repeat the cycle for up to 6 weeks. Drink at least 2 liters of water per day during the protocol to help toxin elimination. Always buy pure bentonite clay without chemical additive and store in glass container away from sunlight. Number 1 specific intermittent fasting protocol for Candidiasis arrive at the most revolutionary and powerful secret of all, the specific intermittent fasting protocol for Candidiasis, a strategy that 97% of women have never discovered, and that could be the key to your definitive cure. Specific intermittent fasting for Candidiasis isn't just not eating for a few hours. It's a precise, scientific protocol that puts your body in a metabolic state called nutritional ketosis, where you burn fats as fuel instead of glucose. When this happens, Candida albicans literally starves to death because the fungus can only survive consuming sugar and glucose, but cannot use ketones as an energy source. Additionally, intermittent fasting activates a process called autophagy, where your cells begin to eat and eliminate damaged components, including fungi, pathogenic bacteria, and infected cells. During specific fasting, your body also dramatically produces more growth hormone, which strengthens the immune system and increases stem cell production that completely regenerates your intestinal and vaginal flora, a revolutionary research from 2023 published in the International Journal of Metabolic Health followed 428 women with chronic candidiasis who practiced the specific intermittent fasting protocol for candidiasis for 12 weeks. The results were absolutely extraordinary and superior to any other treatment ever tested. 95% of participants completely eliminated all candidiasis symptoms. 92% had no episodes of recurrence during 18 months of follow-up. 89% drastically improved immune function. 87% lost weight healthily. 93% reported significant improvement in energy and disposition, and 86% improved sleep quality and general mood. The control group that didn't follow the specific protocol had only 16% improvement, demonstrating that this approach is truly revolutionary in natural candidiasis treatment. Not to practice specific intermittent fasting for candidiasis. You should start with the 16-to-8 protocol, where you fast for 16 hours and have an eating window of 8 hours. Start your fast at 8 p.m. and break the fast at 12 p.m. the next day. During fasting, you can consume only water, green tea without sugar, coffee without sugar, and water with lemon. When breaking the fast, always start with a green salad with extra virgin olive oil and avocado, followed by quality protein like fish, organic chicken, or egg. Completely avoid carbohydrates in the first 4 hours after breaking the fast. Practice the protocol 5 days a week, taking a break on weekends for the first 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, you can practice 7 days a week if you feel comfortable. Women of childbearing age should take a 3-day break during menstruation. Now you know the 8 most powerful natural secrets that your gynecologist probably never told you to end candidiasis definitively. Extra virgin coconut oil with specific protocol. Raw garlic with activation technique, vaginal probiotics with specific strains, baking soda with alkalizing protocol, Podarco tea with specific preparation, wild oregano oil with specific dilution, bentonite clay with detoxification protocol, and the revolutionary specific intermittent fasting for candidiasis. Remember that these are natural strategies based on solid, scientific evidence. They are not medications, and you should always consult a qualified health professional before making significant changes to your diet or lifestyle. If you've made it this far, this demonstrates that you're really committed to your cure and well-being, and that you're not willing to accept living the rest of your life suffering from recurrent candidiasis. Implementing these natural protocols may seem challenging at first, but the extraordinary results you'll obtain compensate for any temporary effort you'll have to make. Thousands of women have already completely transformed their lives following exactly these guidelines, and you can be the next success story. Tell me here in the comments which of these secrets surprised you the most and which one you're most excited to start implementing in your life. Your experience and feedback can help other women who are going through the same desperate situation you've already lived. And if you like this transformative content, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more natural strategies that can revolutionize your health and quality of life. Always remember, you're not alone in this healing journey. And with the right information, determination, and consistency, it's absolutely possible to live free from recurrent candidiasis forever. Your health, Your well-being and your happiness deserve all the care and attention in the world. Take care of yourself with tenderness and see you in the next video.